At the SABC taking place, we now across to via Skype to Media Monitor Executive Director William Bird, who is going to give us an update on what the developments earlier today. William, thank you so much for joining us. Now, did you expect this kind of ruling today?
Hi, good evening. No, I mean, it's been a truly sensational day. We didn't expect in the morning that the President would capitulate to the threat of legal action and in fact appoint the board, and then even less did we expect that we would have a new minister. And then we certainly didn't expect the ruling that we got from the High Court. But I think certainly the appointment of the board and the ruling from the High Court are really, really positive developments for the public broadcaster and things that should make us all celebrate.
Now, your lobby group has always argued that the board, as opposed to the minister, will be more accountable to the public. Do you still hold the same view?
Look, there's no doubt. If you look at the majority of major corporations, the appointment of the senior executives is always made by the board. We've had this very unusual and extraordinarily unconstitutional and quite bizarre, frankly, scenario where the minister has been involved in the appointment of senior executives. And if you go back through the various boards, one of the consistent issues that they've raised has been ministerial interference, precisely because you've had CEOs, GCEOs, CFOs, etc., who at varying points have answered not to the board but to the minister, and when it suited them, they've answered to the board and not to the minister. So you've had a two centers of power thing which has made their lives very difficult. And frankly, it's one of those things that has fundamentally destabilized the SABC. Now, with this latest ruling, it says that those people are to be appointed solely by the board, and they can be removed also by the board, which means that the board now really has to be accountable to those executives and then also to Parliament. So I think these are really, really critical and positive and important moves for the independence of the public broadcaster.
William, there's been concern about President Zuma's appointment of Mmamoloko Kubayi as the SABC board chairperson, who is also the chair of First Lady Bongingema's foundation. Are you happy about the new board going forward, and with the new appointment of Mmamoloko Kubayi and him stating the fact that he was going to resign, are you comfortable with this going forward?
Well, I think it's important that Mr. Makatini does in fact follow through and that he resigns and that he needs to be do so on an urgent basis and come clean with the public that he's done so. If he doesn't, I think that it would be deeply compromising for his position, and it would almost set the board off on exactly the wrong footing. You know, really is the last thing that we need and can afford at the moment. So we hope that Mr. Makatini will do the honourable thing and resign from those positions, or if he chooses not to resign from those family trusts, then he should resign from the SABC board and they should then look for a new candidate.
William, we'll have to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for joining us. That was William Bird, Media Monitoring Africa's Executive Director, and he was joining us via Skype.